Welcome in, everyone, to another episode here on Grandpa's Farm 1980s. Grandpa was just telling me that Dad needed help down at the sawmill, so that's where we're headed.
Welcome to the 1980s in a rural farm in northern Missouri, Grandpa's Farm.
And here we are at the sawmill. Parked up here out of the way. Now, Dad really did have a sawmill back in the 1980s. And here are actually some of the photos of it. Now, we didn't have one of these Volvo loaders on the farm. We actually had this Oliver combine that Dad modified into a wheel loader. This is the wheel loader that we used at the sawmill. Now let's get in our wheel loader here and load up some of these logs for Dad to run in the sawmill here. These are spruce logs. That is the main log on this map. On the farm, we mostly had oak, hickory, and maple. Those are the main logs. A lot of the logs we used on the farm were sold to a place in town that turned them into pallet lumber. Well, I guess we turned them into pallet lumber, they turned them into pallets. We just had regular forks on our loader back home. But I wanted to have this hook on it to hold the logs in place, because if not, I knew I'd be dropping them. Dad was able to manage with just a regular forks, pallet forks pretty much. They were actually off an old Minneapolis Moline tractor. Alright, let's get these thrown in the sawmill here. There they go. Should be processing. I've got 13,000 liters in there already. Go over here and start turning them into pallet lumber. Wood planks. Perfect. All right. That's going. Now we can go pick up some logs out of that Dad's already got cut up. Dad actually operated the sawmill until he passed away in 1999. He would either run the sawmill or be helping Grandpa in the field. That was his main two things he done. I'm not sure where he got the idea of doing a sawmill in real life, but he enjoyed it. So you can get a couple of these logs without overloading it. Get that to come back. It might stay. It probably won't make it, but we'll try to get it to the sawmill. Oops. Didn't make it very far. We're trying to get this cleared out down here to be able to expand the south place. Have more fields down here. Then get rid of these trees in between so we have more room. I'll run these things back and see you in a little bit. Well, while Dad is working in the sawmill, I think we're going to cut down some of these trees. These logs flowing here. Let's get out and grab the chainsaw and get to work. Well, that was so much easier than in real life. So this will keep us going for a while. These a little shorter so we can get them with the loader. And one more. Yeah. This should definitely be enough to keep Dad busy for a while. And we can get back to the other side of the farm and try to get those bales picked up. Looks like I missed some branches here. Maybe I'm just on a bush. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully that one's short enough. Oop, looks like we already cut that one. Might be our last one to cut up. Alright, there we go. Now let's get these, find the loader here somewhere. There it is. Get these 2 logs to the sawmill and then we'll get back to the farm. This Volvo loader is nice, but it's no Oliver combine loader. I don't know where Dad thought of that idea, but it worked, you know? It actually worked really well. You had the big front end on it. It's steered from the back so you can maneuver in the timber really easy. There it is. Stuck in the log there. Alright. Let's get this thing parked. Hop in the pickup and get back to the farm. Well, we got 1 load of straw off our cornfield. Let's run it up here. Grandpa tells me the neighbor has an old hay grinder for sale that he went ahead and purchased. So we're going to run up the road and pick it up. This tractor here and run over and get in our pickup. It's actually the same neighbor we just bought the bull from. So Grandpa was able to get a good deal. Guess the more business you give him, the better prices he give you on other things. It's not too awful old, he said. We just needed to grind up the straw. until we actually have silage. We might, next year maybe we'll chop the corn, turn it into silage. Looks like here it is out back. We really did have one of these back in the 80s. It was a little, it had a conveyor belt coming off the side, and it would grind up the straw bales. Hopefully Grandpa has a another PTO shaft laying around, 'cause it looks like we're going to tear this one up. Kind of drags on the ground quite a bit. Yeah, it's all up in the ground. Oh well, let's get back to the house and get this thing started and get some bedding for the cattle. Grab the 2-110. Hook the baler because we're done with it for a while. Go pick up a straw bale. Hopefully that tub grinder works right. Not sure how long he sat with it, but I know he used to feed the bulls with it, so it can't be too bad. He got rid of all of his bulls, so I don't know what we're going to do when we need another one. I kind of put those a little closer to the hay bales. Oop, come on, come on. Just one, please. There, we don't have it very good, but we have it. I don't know if I can do this without running over all the hay bales. There we go. I'll get a few more of these and then we'll go spread this in the pen. Well, this one allowed me to put 3 bales in it. You know, Grandpa's, like back in the 80s, we could only put 1 in at a time. There we go. Oh, it's like the PTO shaft still don't look right, how it goes to the frame of the trailer. Oh well, as long as it turns on. Some bedding here, then we can be able to get some manure out of it. Maybe to spread manure in the field across the road. They're not running up here for the straw like they would everything else. Give them a hay bale, they'll go crazy. Well, we'll go back and get the rest of our bales out of the fields. Well, we got our last load of bales off the bean field. I think we had a total of 40 bales between the 2 fields. That should definitely get us through winter and probably all of next year also. So we just use it for bedding. We'll get these off and then go check with Dad and see how things are coming at the sawmill. I think we'll go ahead and help Dad out by loading another round or 2 of logs on to the sawmill. Park over here so I don't hit ourselves. Let's see. Still got 13,000 liters in there, but we'll put some more in. Let's see if I can remember the controls on this. There. Still has all those logs that we cut down for him in the timber we need to go get later, but if I can do this without flipping it over. Starting to spin a little bit. logs must have a little bit of weight to them. Well, that should do it for this episode here on Grandpa's Farm. We sure appreciate you spending some time with us. And if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes here on Grandpa's Farm. Until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.